Sonny Hostin destroys Abby Huntsman and Meghan McCain live on the show. They didn't show themselves to be at their best. Let's get to the bottom of this together.
She said, so for me, because she has apologized for the other comments, for two of the comments.
Well, she also had a lot of pressure to apologize.
But she did apologize. So the comment she said was, so for me, I want to talk about the political influence in this country that says it is okay for people to push for allegiance to a foreign country. And I want to ask, why is it okay for me to talk about the influence of the NRA, of fossil fuel industries, or big pharma, and not talk about a powerful lobby that is influencing policy? That's what she said. And people say that that is anti-Semitic. When we had Barry, no, let me just finish. When we had Barry White, Omar has never suggested that Israel does not have the right to exist.
Can I say what she has said?
So to me, it seems to me that Republicans are trying to use this as a wedge issue.
I'm really not.
And I think that
not you. She's not talking about you.
You know, this selective outrage.
Oh my God, look at their faces. Sonny won't let them say a word. They just start, and then they shut up under Sonny's pressure, and their stupid faces or something.
Is kind of crazy because I don't think that the Republicans have moral high ground here.
But it seems like Democrats
I think
are upset
that
too,
Kevin
though.
McCarthy has used these anti-Semitic tropes. I think that Jim Jordan just recently, tweeted this
against Tom Steyer.
Remember that Ilhan Omar in the West Virginia Republican Party just had this huge poster superimposed with her face with 9/11 terrorists. And I haven't heard any outrage about that coming from the Republican Party. So, and all that to say is that this selective outrage, and I will tell you.
Comfortable with me speaking now? Are we comfortable with me rebutting now?
Yes.
Okay. I take this very personally. I would go so far as to say I probably verge on being a Zionist as well. But I will say that I don't have family that is Jewish, but Joe Lieberman and Hadassah Lieberman are my family.
Yeah.
And...
What are you talking about? It's just awful to watch. Has she lost her mind? Is she crying because she has no Jewish relatives and can't defend herself against anti-Semitic attacks? That's ridiculous.
Because our Constitution,
I'm sorry, I got to push back hard on this.
You can push back after I'm finished speaking. The Constitution protects freedom of the press.
I think what you said was just straight propaganda, just so we're clear. I'm sorry.
Well, if the law is propaganda,
I'm sorry. It is
then
not,
I'm sorry.
They're not for...
So to say that's under the freedom of speech, I can't get... Here's what I would tell you.
Let her do it.
The Obama administration, this happened in 2010 is what you're talking about,
My dad
right?
was ambassador to China at the time I was living there, and I remember it was so awful for the embassy because spies that were working over there, their names were released and put out to the public, and that puts their lives at risk.
Another equally amusing excerpt from this series. Why do these fools think that free speech should not be contiguous with laws? Even Musk wrote that free speech ends where the law begins. You can say what you want, but most importantly, don't step over the line of the law. That's the whole point.
Michelle Obama made this amazing speech at the Democratic convention that even Republicans conceded that it was amazing.
Yeah.
And
the one that Melania copied?
Yeah, that one.
No, that's a different one. But I'm just saying that even they couldn't garner up the vote.
Haha, this is a funny passage. You could see the audience start to shift and clap. Even I got a little out of context and laughed a little.
I want to address something you said yesterday, Megan. You said that I implied that all Trump voters are racist or misogynistic. And
can we put it in context? You said when Hillary won, and it comforts you that she won the popular vote because that means that not everyone is agrees with otherisms, not everyone is racist, not everything. And
no, what I said was I feel better that she won the popular vote because that tells me that the majority of Americans understand that racism is wrong, that otherism is wrong, and that a woman can lead.
Understanding that racism is wrong, I interpret it as saying that they're racist.
Yeah, but let me.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait,
Do you think all Trump supporters are...
Let me finish my thought. He says that he can grab women by the vagina. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So when people hear that and look the other way, and not only look the other way, but vote for him, regardless of their personal motivation, whether it be race, whether it be personal financial gain, I think you're somewhat complicit in that because you don't have to be a racist to allow racism to flourish. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a bigot to enable bigotry. You don't have to be a racist to allow racism to flourish. That was my point.
Yeah, got it.
That was my point.
You know, they're not all that smart from the bits we've seen. Sonny Hostin, always offended by Trump and his policies. She's been slinging mud at him and trying to humiliate him all the way through. They accuse him of being racist and shout about it because he's never been noticed for such serious expressions. Do you agree with me? Write your opinion in the comments and don't forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.